Good
Morning,
morning,
Anne.
Jill.
Morning. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Very
Oh.
well.
We've both worked in OT for a lot of years, and it's a career that not many people are that used to. So, how did you come into OT?
My background's in nursing, and I worked in mainly orthopedics and theatre. I had a career break when I had my children, went back into nursing again. And working with the OTs on the wards, I thought this is a really interesting job. And thinking about a career change, I went back to college and studied a diploma in welfare studies, which was my stepping stone into university. So I started my 3-year full-time course when I was 37, qualified when I was 40, and I've been an OT for 20 years.
Excellent. I've had quite a varied employment history. I've worked in petrol stations, I've worked in horticulture, I've even been a life model at Birmingham College of Art. But
Wow.
I went for an interview as a social work assistant, didn't get that, but they asked if I was interested in an OT assistant's job. I said yes, 1990s, not many jobs around. And I'm very glad that I did say yes, because it's been a good career to me. I was able to do my degree while I was working, so it took me 4 years, and I qualified in 2004.
Wow. So both students with life experience before we went into OT. And we both had different roles within our career over the last few years. So do you
Yep.
want to tell me about your different roles in OT?
Yes, I've worked primarily with adults, but I now work with children and across a full range of disabilities. So physical and mental ill health, acquired disability, maybe spinal injuries, learning disabilities. Um, and the main thing with everybody is to listen to them, to what their story is, what they want to achieve, um, and help them to do that. One of the big things that stands out for me is working with the traveller community who couldn't live in a caravan anymore because of disability. Um, we couldn't tell them to go and live in a house because that wouldn't be culturally appropriate, away from all of their community. So we worked with them in a different way to try and solve their problems, which was new for us, but it's what we needed to do.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, listening is key. Problem solving, listening to each individual story and each person's circumstance really. And I agree, working with the traveller families, has been a challenge and looking for different solutions. But it's something that we we've sort of achieved. So you know.
Brilliant.
Working in adaptation, I'm working in housing. I've worked in the housing department with the adaptations team for the last 10 years. Before that, worked on the community.
Right.
But what we achieve, carrying out the adaptations for people in their homes is life changing for them.
Yeah.
Look at the outcomes, it makes such a difference to people's lives. We, enable people to function within the home, become more independent, enable people to get out to the community by providing ramps, level access showers, stair lifts. We do always promote independence, and it's the well-being of that person, and it makes such a massive difference to their lives. We also look at rehousing. We may have families in high-rise flats with a child with a disability, and moving a family to a house with a garden makes just a life-changing massive improvement. So we have lots of really good outcomes.
Yeah.
So just wondered, Jill, have you ever thought about changing your role within OT?
I saw a job a couple of years was rehab with injured service personnel and using horticulture to help with that rehabilitation. I didn't, in the end, apply for it. I couldn't fit it in with my other life commitments. But another job that stands out for me as well was one, an OT for the Hebridean Islands, where you would have done your visits by helicopter. So that was interesting. But
Very
no, I'm still in Solihull, and I do enjoy my job.
Well, like you say, it's very diverse. That being an OT gives you great opportunities worldwide, pretty much. So it's just a fantastic career, to go into. I'm
Yeah,
very happy working in housing, and I intend to probably stay there till I retire. But who knows? Maybe when I have retired, I might do a little bit of training or teaching. But it will always be OT related, whatever I do. So
yeah,
thank you
brilliant.
for talking and catching up today, Jill.
Nice to talk to you, Anne. Speak soon.
Bye.